Weird couple days, huh? I'll try to keep it brief. A little bit more of a time crunch than usual, you know? Barnabus woke up with some sort of premonition that Themis left the forest. With no real other options at hand, we agreed bringing the kids back home was our best move. We made it back to Follow Home and filled the parents in on the situation. Maybe a little too filled in, but I think they were too focused on having the chillins back for it to stick. Me and Bonnie also stopped by my pop's den and asked him about Thran Mon, the kid Bonnie was looking to tutor. Turns out he told him to head over to Edelin to get his magic rest. Must be where he dumps the stuff he doesn't want to deal with. After that, we met back up and started putting together a game plan for the days ahead. Seems like we're headed towards the capital, so hopefully things work out down there. But yeah, I just wanted to fill you in, big guy. Hope you're doing alright. And we'll see you soon, I promise. On the winds that change, I send this message. I can only hope you hear me.
And welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your dungeon...
My dungeon master.
your dungeon master.
Sorry, Casey, it's going in.
Ah, great, love it. All right, I'm your dungeon master, Casey Reardon, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Artemis, Alwyn, Kroft. I'm Rachel. Hi.
Hello.
And I'm Rachel, your dungeon master.
We have Sky Swanson. Yep, I'm doing you now because you're laughing.
Renald DuCane de la Jamut.
Bullshit! Okay, great. We have Andrew Frost.
Hey, I play Leontis, because that's easy enough to say.
Yes. Good. Great. We have Seth Coveyou.
And I play Barnabus Glitch.
Barnabus Glitch.
The Teenage Wizard Cartop.
What? What? Jeez.
Because Gungeon Master.
Because you're my Gungeon Master.
Everything's falling apart already. All right.
Oh, baby, it fell apart long ago.
And we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Jufford of Åsbrush, online, on track, and on the road.
Thank you for getting us back on the road.
Thank you for saving it.
They went with it.
Still did it. They
still did it.
They did it, but they got us back on the road, and I appreciate that for when we actually get started here. So
we got him crying.
You all are currently still in Follow Home. After talking with a few people here, you decided it would be best to head to Taloria to try and see if you could find anyone who saw the mechanical dragon flying overhead. You are standing at the edge of the town at this point. What do you do?
We leave the town.
Actually, if we can rewind just a smidge, if that's okay with y'all.
Sounds good. Do it.
Yeah, but before we leave the town, I just want to go back to Leo's papa for a hot second. Because they had that Kraken skull on the tents, and I just gotta have some kind of knowledge about that, because that's too coincidental.
He likes spiced rum. What do you want? I mean,
but like at least picked a good spice rum.
It's okay. It's just really vanilla-y.
Yeah, exactly. But I like spice. Oh, anyways, continuing on. Yeah, Kraken tent. Let's go.
Okay, you make your way back to the tent. And at this point, the owner, that water genasi, he's kind of starting to clean everything up, and you head over. He sees you enter and just kind of nods, and you head back over to Bacchus, who is still in the midst with flirting with those two couples, and he sees you approach and says, "Oh, Leo! Wow, I'm surprised to see you so soon. I thought you were heading out."
Yeah, I just want to make another couple quick stops before we left town.
Sure.
I noticed something, and that's well, I've been perusing the countryside. I came across that symbol on the tent. I mean, I've never really seen it anywhere else before until coming here. Do you know what that's about?
In all honesty, Leo, I don't. You'd probably have to talk to Genderoy. He's the guy who actually owns this place.
Genderoy, okay. All right. Well,
yeah, he points to the water genasi who you passed by on your way in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Thanks. It was
no problem.
It was good seeing you.
You too. Hey, don't be a stranger, Leo. All right?
I'll do my best, pa. I'll do my best.
And he instantly goes back
Just,
to talking with the couples. Sorry.
Never mind.
What?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Leo.
Hey, it's getting kind of late.
Drama.
Keep your eye on the ball, all right? Keep your chin up, slugger. And then he turns and talks to the kids.
Dad of the year right there.
Talks to the couples. Make it up for lost time.
Keep your eye on the ball. Make sure to bait the hook.
He plays a lot of hornball.
No kidding.
Hornball?
So I guess
Because he's a horny satyr. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like one of the...
I got it.
Leans over
Thanks,
to the couple
Rachel.
is like,
You're a real one,
it's getting
Rachel.
kind of close to dinner time. Do you guys want to have a spit roast? Or
Oh no!
Oh my god.
in the backyard, there's a spit. We could do... What are you talking about?
I bought you this beautiful pearl necklace.
Anybody got a grapefruit?
So Galderoy!
Gelderoy! Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Gelderoy.
All right. You head over to Gelderoy. He's kind of packing everything up at this point now that the party's kind of dwindled down to almost nothing, with pretty much just your father, Bacchus, being the only one standing. But as you walk up to him, he looks at you and says, "Oh, hello."
Hey, how you doing, boss? I had noticed
doing all right.
the logo on your tent over here, and I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. What is that exactly?
Well, I can't tell you too much about it. I got it off a couple of scrappers who went their way to Project Terrell. Couldn't pay their tab, so I basically snagged some of the tech that they got there, and this symbol was kind of in the mix of it, so I grabbed it and used it for the tent flap. Figured it looked kind of cool.
Oh, okay, cool. And where'd you say they were from?
They were coming back from Project Terrell up north.
Gotcha. Okay, cool, interesting. Oh yeah, I was just wondering. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Hopefully my dad didn't give you too much trouble.
Oh, Bacchus? Nah, he's great. Just there's a cleanup hassle later, but
Yeah,
I'll send someone else to do that.
Yeah, put him over on his side when he sleeps. Makes it a lot easier in the long run.
Oh my
He
god.
just kind of nods knowingly.
Oh no, it's not about their dad. Like, what?
All right, now I'll head out.
Okay, now you head out.
Oh, okay.
You meet back up with the rest of the party at the entrance.
Hey, so y'all noticed the Kraken skull on the tent, right?
What?
Oh, the tent that... Oh, no, you weren't there.
The tent that only two of
Barnabus.
you went to?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Barnabus, you remember that
Bacchus.
Kraken skull's on there, right?
Nope.
Oh, a surprise. That Kraken skull's on there.
There's a Kraken skull, just like the thing on the computer.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good throwback.
With four
I
tentacles?
didn't notice that. Wow.
Kraken skull, 4 tentacles?
Yeah.
Your father, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Leo. Your father didn't seem like a mastermind for
No,
computers.
he did not, which is why I wanted to ask. And I was talking to the guy. Apparently, he got off some scrappers from up north, so maybe we should head up there after we take care of the children's souls.
Sounds smart. Sounds like
Oh.
a smart decision.
That is what I wanted to do in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of, we should probably check on the obelisks at some point, though. It's been a minute.
Yeah, we have priorities. It's okay. These things will wait.
Sure.
They've been going for
Renald,
years, you know.
Renald like juts his head into the conversation. You guys are like talking, and then Renald has to like kind of push his way into the conversation. He just goes, "Quick question: what is a computer?"
You know,
So it's kind of like a metal box full of lightning that does crazy stuff.
That sounds complicated and strange.
yeah, to be
Oh,
sure,
very
we're
much
not
so.
really sure what it is entirely. Well, at least I'm not.
Do you know what you've heard of a book?
Vaguely, yes, I have seen a book or two.
So if you could take a lot of like a whole library's worth of books, and make it so that you could read them all from one book. So you could just keep turning pages, and it would be more books. A computer is a little bit nothing like that, but it's kind of close enough to give you the idea of the possibilities.
So, an infinite book that is a rock.
Yeah. Well, but also, have you ever used an abacus?
An abacus, yes, also.
Yes. You know how you have to move the dots around and actually know how to use an abacus in order to use an abacus? Otherwise, it's just
beads on rods.
It's just beads on rods, and you're like, yeah, this is counting.
No, I know how to use an abacus. It is a strange thing.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you take 5 minutes to explain how to use an abacus to me?
My character does, but Sky is a dumbass.
Anyway, so we were going.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Now that I'm sure that my dad isn't some kind of weird mastermind.
Yeah, your suspicions on your father of him being who he is are confirmed in that last conversation.
And that's a mess.
A mess, absolutely. And you make your way out of Follow Home. So Taloria is probably about a 3-day journey or so from Follow Home, just walking. Okay. So you have some time to kill as you're walking. You're going to be probably camping at least twice along this journey. Does anyone have any scenes that they want to play out during the travel?
Yeah, just soft guitar tones while we all read different books around the fire.
I think that sometime during the montage, we hear a brief conversation between Barnabus and Renald that just goes, you see, there are 2 different columns, and the top ones represent 5s, and the bottom ones represent 1s. And then you have the 1s place, the 10s place. And that is vaguely how an abacus works. Now, when you get the multiplication, and then it cuts from there.
No, keep going through the WikiHow.
Okay, then, I don't keep reading from
No. That's where it cuts in the conversation. Renald just goes, when you get to the multiplication...
And then he just stops.
What? You did what?
Renald just walks away.
You've exhausted his NPC dialogue.
I need it elsewhere.
Oh, look, something I have to cook.
You exhaust his dialogue. That's so bad. Renald is just an NPC till we get S back.
Yeah, there's like a glitch in the game. There was supposed to be this big cutscene, and it just never happened.
It never triggers. Yeah.
I love the idea of Renald. Every once in a while, if you turn too fast to look at Renald, he's T-posing for half a second.
Every so often his textures don't load, so it's like purple and black checker box.
Oh, Renald, you're so smooth.
At least it doesn't have to be a whole thing, but I spend a little bit of time showing Leo some of the stuff I've suddenly been able to work on now that I've gotten a better understanding of my tools. So I like
holy crow.
I show the little lens that I made for Artemis that makes a little projection of her favorite constellation.
That's neat.
I pull out little gadgets that like a little mechanical stink bug that releases a genuine authentic stink.
No. I like that one though. We could definitely use that.
Mechanical stink bug now with farts.
And a little like mini phonograph that has a as long as you keep cranking the wheel or the lever, it just keeps repeating Atrix saying, "What did you say, Barnabus? What did you say, Barnabus?" Just over and over again.
Oh, come on. You don't want to give the kid like weird flashbacks. You really have to deal with that every day.
Renald shudders hearing that voice.
What was he saying, Barnabus?
Oh yeah, have you met Atrix yet?
Huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who?
No, we haven't met.
Yeah, we lock eyes and just like a bead of sweat runs down Renald's head. No, we haven't. It's so nice to meet you. He holds out a hand and goes, all right, yeah, no hands. Shakes his own hand.
Yes.
Shake the tongue.
No,
There's some weird
from that
tension here,
mouth.
but I'm just going to ignore that. Anywho. But yeah, very cool stuff, Snøfrid. Great job there.
Well, it's thanks to you, my friend.
Nah, stop. I mean, I just kind of helped with the little glitches and tidbits along the way. That was all you.
I had the line for this once. I said something exactly like this to you, and I don't remember what it was.
It was something about I need you to destroy things.
No, like I'm talking way back.
Oh, okay.
But you are great with a rock, and you can smash.
I got it. Innovation is never individual. That was the line.
Oh, very cool.
Anyway, innovation is never individual, Leo.
Touche. That makes me feel fuzzy, so I'll take it.
Not that it really means anything, but Artemis would probably take Snøfrid aside to show the actual constellations in the sky. Now that it will be nighttime.
Now that's night. Yeah, at night. Yeah, we spend some stargazing time.
Yep.
Great. So you travel along for about those 3 days that it takes to get to Taloria, and eventually you all break the tree line of the forest to see this massive wall standing before you, encircling the city of Taloria. The impressive structure stands nearly 100 feet in height and seems nigh impregnable. Towers loom on the corners of the walls with arrow slits running up the full length. As you approach the gates, you can see up on the top of the wall large structures that seem almost half-built at this point, that are pointed outward, facing the direction that you're coming from, and you can assume facing each direction for each wall. Coming up closer to the gates, you can see that there are several armed guards dressed in brilliantly gleaming red armor with gold accents.
Ooh.
One of them, an Earth
What does
Genasi.
gold sound like?
What does gold sound like?
Sorry.
Gold
Like gold
accents.
accents. With gold.
I love when I'm interrupted in a description for a joke that doesn't land. That always feels good.
It's just dumb.
Oh my god! Someone get an ambulance!
There's more where that came from, baby. Now that I know that you love it, I'll let you have it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This Earth Genasi steps forward. Standing at nearly 6'4", and in his crimson armor, he is an intimidating presence. Deep cracks run through the tough skin of his face, with golden irises glaring down at you. Right then, weapons. In the crate. He gestures with his head over to a wagon full of crates nearly overfilled with swords, polearms, and other deadly bits.
I mean, can we just keep them peace-tied or something?
Nope. Gotta take him.
Yeah,
Queen's
man.
orders.
I mean, like, my whole body's a weapon, so I don't know what you want to do about that.
Will we get like a ticket or something to let us know where to pick it up?
Weapon valet.
Yeah, we'll give you a ticket.
Okay. Renald pulls out his rapier and just tosses it straight in. Then pulls out a knife from his boot, tosses it in. You wouldn't deprive a chef of his chef's tools, though, right? It is the way I make my trade.
All weapons in the crate.
But this is not a weapon, it is a tool. And he tosses the knife up in the air, does like a quick juggle with it, and then suddenly it just lands halfway through his hand. And he just goes going, ah!
Oh my god, are you okay? Oh no!
He
Oh my
waves
God,
his
this
hand,
again.
the minor illusion. This guy's like, I got you. And he just tries to walk straight into the city.
He just places a hand directly on your face as you are so much shorter than him.
Walking in place. He goes,
Yeah.
fine. Alright, he puts the chef's tools in. Actually, could I do a sleight of hand to try and keep one of the chef's knives?
Yep. You're all going to go through as a group, though, so you can do a sleight of hand to try and hide it.
Okay, great.
I'm like good though, right?
We'll see.
Okay.
18.
18? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll drop my quarterstaff and a dagger, drop it in, and walk.
Leah?
I'll drop off my dagger, and my dagger, and my sword, and my dagger, and my short bow.
Okay. Are you dropping all of your weapons, Snøfrid?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you're allowed to pass through, this Earth Genasi says, right, thank you all for complying, but just to be safe, though, Shannon, bring out Bartholomew.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This older, deep gnome woman
Bartholomew.
comes walking forward. She's dressed in these furs, and she is leading a large insectoid creature on a leash forward towards you. It comes up to each of you in turn. Yes, for those of you who might have some inkling of what this is a rust monster.
Yeah! Classic! Oh, man.
First, it steps up towards Renald. It goes over to him. The antenna on its head kind of brush up and down him, and it stops and just starts clicking. And the Earth Genasi crosses his arm and says, "Right, I'm going to pat you down then." And he is going to search through, and he finds the dagger that you left hidden. And he just holds it up.
With an 18? Oh, damn. Renald's just like, I must have, sorry. You know, as a chef, it is so hard to let go of my sweet tools. You know, I pay such a pretty penny for them, and I would hate to see them disappear. You know how it is.
Make me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Okay, rad.
Ooh.
I have pretty good persuasion. We'll see how this goes. Okay. First roll is a 25. Second roll, come on, baby, is a 20.
Okay. Dirty 20. All right. He is looking over the knife. And what is it, a chef's knife?
It is a chef's knife. I will remark, though, it is not anything special. It is just like, it's a little bit scraped up. It's honestly looks like you could have bought it at like a dollar store.
Beater knife, gotcha.
Yeah, no, this was
the sentimental value.
A line cook never gave a shit about this knife, and it was mostly used to crack walnuts.
So no edge.
He's used to flat of the blade, but hey, not my
I don't
knife.
think this is going to be doing much damage. You can hold on to this. But
yeah,
if you draw blood with it, we're going to have a problem.
Even your own, buddy.
What about off a nice cut of steak? And then he just kind of like slowly dances to the side.
Oh, well, that's hemoglobin. It ain't blood.
He tucks it away.
Bartholomew makes his way towards Leo next. Antenna brushing up and down you. Do you have any medals on you?
Only like buckles and stuff on my toga and tunic. Well, my tunic, and I think that's about it.
Okay. You're good. He goes over to Barnabus. What medals do you have on you?
I got some buckles. I got some money.
Oh, there's a merchant skill on me.
Money's not going to trigger it. It's only ferrous metal that he can detect.
Okay. I had a small knife at one point. I had a dagger at one point, but I'm pretty sure I gave those to someone for a thing.
I think you gave them to Leo.
Yeah, so I don't have those anymore.
Okay.
So I don't think I do.
Then it goes past you. It goes over to Artemis. Do you have anything on you, Artemis?
I don't even think so. I don't even think I have a lot of locks or anything on me. It's like I don't know. I'm pretty ropey.
Okay.
I think that's my use for closures.
And then over to Snøfrid. The antenna go brush up against your legs.
I have more metal than not.
I know. It will start clicking. And the Earth Genasi comes over to you. Right, seems you've got a bit of extra metal on you. Do you mind if I take a look?
Yeah, I just walk him through. I just start pulling stuff out of my saddles. I got smith's tools. I got tinker tools. I have this little stink bug I made, and it goes off in his face. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's very fine trigger on that.
And he just kind of deeply inhales and just sighs.
He deeply inhales.
Oh, that's your first mistake. I am a tinker. But I promise all my weapons are in the bin.
Yeah, just stick your nose in some tomato juice.
As you're going through your saddlebags, he does end up kind of pausing at the code sphere. And what's this?
Code sphere?
That means nothing to me.
Mechanical puzzle box? It's where I keep my notes for my spells and things.
He kind of is like looking it over, trying to like twist it a little bit to see like if something is going to spring out and stab him. But he doesn't seem to find anything that he can do with it, so he hands it back to you. Right. You can all go through then.
A tiny man with a sword comes out.
Yeah. I've learned.
Come back here to retrieve your weapons when you leave.
Hey, if I could ask, what is with the crackdown on all this? I mean, we've been to a couple towns now, and we haven't had to do too much, you know.
Queen is trying to demilitarize the nobles of Centris, starting here in Taloria. No one's allowed to have any weaponry.
I mean, I feel like that's just kind of slapping a Band-Aid on the problem rather than addressing the actual injury, but sure, why not?
Gotta start somewhere.
True.
Oh, I like him.
Bureaucracy.
What's your name, sir? Before we go in, if I may ask.
Craig.
It's not. It's Crag. Sure, it's Crag. Why not? It's Crag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Crag, thank you for your service.
Yeah, Renald gives a salute.
You are
to
Captain Deep Crag.
Oh.
All right. So the guards let you through, and you are ushered through the gates. As you pass by, you see Shannon, who is the older deep gnome, tossing some scraps of metal to Bartholomew, which he happily munches on. Entering through the gate, the sunlight kind of assaults your eyes as the shadow of the wall itself was covering you walking through, and you kind of have to squint to really get a view of the city at all. And as your vision adjusts, you see that there are large groups of people all bustling around along wide cobbled streets. Carts clatter along the cobblestones, shouting for pedestrians to move out of their way. Upon first glance, it seems like any other large city that you've seen before. Busy merchants and vendors attempting to hawk their wares to unsuspecting tourists. That is, until you take a little closer look at the buildings. Rather than being opulently decorated like most cities will do with their upper crust, you notice that each one seems to be heavily reinforced with sheets of thick metal that could take a proper beating even from the stronger magics.
Whoa.
The entire city looks like it was built to be several small fortresses within a fortress.
Okay.
That's cool.
It must get so hot in there.
Oh my god, like an oven. Ugh.
Is
I mean,
there
yeah,
some
it's
sort of
basically
like
an oven.
history check or something that we can roll?
Yeah, you can roll history if you want.
Yeah, I only got a +2 on this, baby. 14. Why are they built like that?
So, Taloria has a long war history. The nobles have never really gotten along here, and they have constantly fought with each other to get more land or to defend their own lands. And Taloria, still being the capital where the crown sits, the crown had always kind of allowed this to happen. And fights would sometimes break out in Taloria itself. So everybody has kind of built their buildings to withstand hard blows. Even the commoners have their buildings pretty well reinforced, because if you take out the workers, then that hurts whoever the noble is. So that's why kind of all the buildings have been this heavily reinforced.
And I got a 27 on my history check. So why are they built like that? PhD.
PhD version. I will give you this little bit more information on it. So with the Queen's new edict of demilitarization, this doesn't necessarily have to do with the buildings themselves, but I will give you a little bit more history on Taloria here. She has put out this decree probably about maybe 3 years ago. She ascended to power probably about 5 years ago, and she is trying to demilitarize everybody. Starting here in Taloria, because it is where her seat of power is, and she has the most direct effect. That is why no one is allowed to bring their weapons in. You probably also, with that high of a check, you know that the nobles are not happy about this, and some of them probably don't even plan to follow it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying the upper class isn't doing something that's specifically done to, like, rein them in, just because they have money to ignore that?
It's not about having the money to ignore it. It's about having the weaponry to ignore
Well,
it.
that too.
Yeah.
Money to get weapon to ignore.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All
Okay.
in the same school.
The Queen is doing her best, but it is a slow, arduous process.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just a fantasy world, so we don't have to be upset.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. It's not like real life.
Oh, okay, good.
There's no reason.
All right, what do? You're in the city.
Oh, jeez.
All right, where do we start? Probably the bar. I mean, just because that's where people talk. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look for the closest loosened buckle.
Oh, this guy knows.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the loosened buckle? Let's go to the loosened buckle.
It is their famous chain. How could I not know it?
I'm only one punch away on my punch card.
Ooh.
Oh, very excited.
Free bowl of goblin fries.
Yeah, free goblin fries. How could you pass that up?
Here's one for free, and I just love tap Snøfrid on the shoulder.
Free goblin fries with the purchase of something of equal or greater value.
Barnabus, I don't understand your joke. Could you feed it to me like you would goblin fries?
Yeah. So you said punch, and then I hit you, and that's comedy, baby.
Oh, that is very funny. Okay.
Friends love it when you hit them as a joke.
Yes, I understand. I go to lightly punch Barnabus on the shoulder as well, but which normally would be fine. But I'm wearing those gauntlets of ogre power.
No,
so
not the leg warmers.
I accidentally give him a little bruise.
Just put him into the dirt.
I don't just go into. I don't get a bruise. I get thrown into a cart. I mean,
it's not that strong. I was aiming for low anyway.
Through a
God, I can visualize that so well. Just you giving him a light shove and him just flying across the street. Into a cart and just ragdolling to the ground. Oh my god!
It's so funny. Okay, to the buckle.
Just doing that little kid, like, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
So yeah, you make your way over to the loosened buckle of Taloria. It is almost exactly the same as the loosened buckle in Windsail.
We sit in the exact same booth.
Yeah, the booths are all the same. The layout is the same.
Yes, we go to
you
our
gotta love
booth.
a chain restaurant.
We kick
why when you're traveling would you go anywhere other than a chain restaurant? You know what you're getting.
My favorite part are the animatronic goblins that sing every half hour.
Eat our toenails, love our food. Sorry.
I can't believe that's canon now.
It's canon.
Literally everything about the loosened buckle has just been random bullshit we come up with.
Oh my god,
pretty much. I do have an actual menu here, but there's not everything because I'm going to come up with more stuff as time progresses, and the more crazy stuff that you add is going to end up in it. So. Once again, as you enter into the loosened buckle, you can see that depiction of Lucy Buckle in that patchwork suit, just kind of like, welcome to the loosened buckle. And you enter in, and like I said, it's the exact same layout. There are servers and bar staff kind of making their way around, handing out plates of goblin fries, cockatrice pot pies, orc buns, and owlbear droppings.
What was the last one?
Owlbear droppings.
That's like chocolate covered nuts, right?
Yeah. Chocolate covered.
Like if you went to like West Virginia and got bear scat, it's just like it's folksy way of saying chocolate covered nuts.
It's not nuts.
Oh.
I don't know why you said that, and I thought like deep fried like mac and cheese balls. That's what I thought.
Ooh.
Do they have those here?
Sounds good.
Deep fried mac and cheese balls? They don't, but if you ask, they might put it on the menu.
I can't believe
bites.
I can't believe you were worried about your prep not being enough when you knew that we were going to visit a loosened buckle and thereby spend 40 minutes of the episode
There's the rest
on
of
food.
the episode.
I know.
I will get the Reuben.
Why is this such a pitfall for us? We're like,
We're falling into the
we start
George R. R.
talking
Martin
about
trap.
like making
Look,
food, ordering food.
This podcast loves the menu, okay? We love ordering.
Podcast
things.
loves a menu.
Anyway, we sit down and I order a Reuben.
We get assorted amusing foods from the menu and eat them in sequence.
And drink from a hat.
And drink from hats.
Well, I drink water, but also I would like that. Yes, but I would like the deep fried mac and cheese balls, please.
We don't actually have that.
You made up in your head.
That is a location-specific item.
You're that Karen who goes into a restaurant.
Those are only available in our Eaterland location.
Oh, of course.
They're testing
They are
that.
quite delicious.
They're
I do love
cross-continent? This is crazy.
Of course they
Yeah,
are.
they have one where I come
actually
from.
just opened up in Eaterland. Like, that's our newest location. I think we opened up maybe about 2 weeks ago there.
Never mind, I've never been to one.
Well, that sounds. You should definitely get that over here.
Yeah, we're trying. We want to get our cross-continental menus together.
Of course.
Like we said, we always want you to know what you're getting. And by that, I mean we want you to have no idea what you're getting until you get here. Until we tell you what the menu item is.
Well, I will take a bowl of the orcish okra.
The pork buns?
Yeah, the orc buns.
Great.
What are in those again?
I don't know. We are going to find out, aren't we?
You're saying pork, right? You're saying pork?
Pork.
Yeah,
Yep.
orc.
No.
No. P apostrophe
Yeah.
O-R-C.
How do you say it?
It's a pun.
No, this comes from a four-legged pig, right?
You know,
It
some
comes
people might
from-
call it that.
I mean, it comes from the kitchen.
Oh my god.
I'll have those, please.
Great.
Sounds wonderful, thank
two,
you.
please, 2.
Do you have a vegetarian version of that, though?
Sure, we can do the tofu buns.
Perfect. Perfect. Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Tusk food.
I think you replaced the wrong part of it.
Does this sound like a commentary on the McRib? I mean, pork buns, and you're like, is it from a pig? And you're like, no.
From the kitchen.
McRib is
kitchen.
people! McRib is people!
So, anywho, that'll be one order of the pork buns, one order of the tofu buns. Anyone else? Anyone want anything else?
No, I refuse to engage. I'm not engaging anymore.
I'm going to flip over the menu and find the little like kids version map of the city.
Yep.
And scan it.
Smart.
And I just want to like, I'm looking for like a market kind of section.
Oh, look, there is a slide and a happy sun here.
Market district. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously at every single loosened buckle, there is a map of the city that it's located in. That's the one difference across each location,
Right.
except for, the regional differences as well. And you look at the map, it doesn't really label anything as market district or,
Kid
noble
wouldn't understand
district.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's more marked as... Gobby the Goblin's Fry House. You have Pork Jerry's Bundom instead of Kingdom, and Owlbear Rick's Toilet.
This map leaves a lot to be desired cartographically.
It does not
speaking.
seem like the most accurate thing in the world.
Yeah, like I feel like the city would have issue with like these. I'd imagine important landmarks being referred in such a disgraceful manner.
Free speech. They can do what they want.
Can I do like a raw intelligence roll to try and decode what the different children's locations would convey, I guess, in real life? Or
Sure. I don't know what you would roll, so you let me know what you want to roll, and I'll tell you if it makes sense.
I said raw intelligence.
just flat intelligence. Sure, I'll let you just roll flat intelligence.
14.
You think the Bundom, that is probably the noble district.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that the Owlbear Rick's Toilet is probably more of like
A bathhouse?
Sure, we'll call it a bath. We'll say the bathhouse. We'll say that's the bathhouse.
Owlbear. Is it like an ocean town where they just get more lewd with the restaurant and locale names like Dirty Dick's, Crab Shack, or like Big Peckers?
I mean, sure.
I don't know what you're going for. I'm just
They're owlbear droppings. That's why it's owlbear Rick's toilet. It's
so many awful thoughts going through my head.
The source is from the bathhouse?
Oh my god!
Oh, no!
Nobody ordered those, right?
What time of day did we arrive in the city, Casey?
So you probably arrived midday.
Midday? Okay. All right, well, once we're finished with our meals, I'm going to go around asking where I can sell some junk.
To the other bar patrons?
No, I'm not going to bother people having a meal. I'm just going to stop people on the street instead.
Yeah, so your food comes out. You get these little wrapped dumplings that look like they have these orc faces on them. They're really cute. And inside there is a meat. And then you make your way outside of the Loosen Buckle and are trying to head towards a market. Asking around, it's not too hard. Somebody will point you in the direction to be able to sell the things that you found, or possibly buy things. This is a very large city, and there is a lot to buy here. However, you have the sense that you won't be able to buy or sell weaponry.
Yeah. So is anyone coming with me, or is Snøfrid heading to the markets by herself?
I'll go with
Renald will go with you expressly to try and make a little bit of money so he could buy new shoes. Because he's still rocking trash on one foot.
What's your end goal? Are you looking for eyewitnesses to dragon nonsense, or are you shopping?
Both.
Okay, I want to look for, a soapbox loon that is decrying about crazy things that they have seen on the road.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Right.
And I'm looking specifically for some kind of antique dealer or a coin shop. There's a word for that, and I don't remember what it is. The person who sells coins.
A pawn shop.
No, like specifically.
Best I can do is $2.
A pawn shops only sell chess pieces, right? And specifically one.
Yeah.
You don't like that, Casey? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I wasn't interrupted.
That's funny.
a numismatist is what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah. So, what did you get on your investigation, Barnabas?
4.
Nice.
Oh no, I think I got a 7.
Do not find anyone on their soapbox, although you do hear that there are a couple of people arguing about the price of spices.
I'll hop in on that. I don't know. We just listen in on the spice debate.
I'm telling you, it's too hard to get the spices from Eaterland all the way over here. That's why the prices have gone up, okay? There were raids going on over by Windcell. We couldn't get them here. We can't lose money on this deal. Oh, well, I mean, the price was this the other day, so, that's the price you told me. That's the price I'm gonna pay. And they go back and forth for a while.
Wow.
I ask if spices are starting to are they starting to flow through Windsail again?
Yeah, that's how I got here.
Are ships coming in?
Yeah, they're coming in at this point.
That's good news.
That's awesome.
That means they didn't close back up again.
I helped that. There were like kobolds and shark people. I was there. I helped make sure that the ports reopened again. And the shark people had like electric things.
I was there. I unstuck the Suez Canal.
They stop talking and they kind of look at you. They just look at you and then look back at each other and then just go back to arguing.
You don't look at my size and my stature. I mean, I am a powerful wizard.
Yeah, okay, kid. We're kind of having a conversation right now. So if you could just...
Okay, but before I go, have you guys seen a giant mechanical dragon? Like a huge monster splitting the sky with cries of ear-scraping terror. It has the souls of children in its mouth, and then I get on a soapbox. There's a comedian that said, like, if you can't find the person on a bus that is crazy, you're the crazy person on the bus. And I'm going to self-fulfill this prophecy, and I'm going to shout out this story and see if I have any people that listen in.
So as you start shouting out this story, people aren't gathering around you, they kind of glance at you and then head down, keep moving. They almost seem nervous about the things that you're saying.
Yeah. Good. I'm making people uncomfortable. That's a good sign. Either I'm going to get another loon, or I'm going to find the crazy people circuit, or the guards are going to come, and then maybe I'll talk to them. I don't know. That could be fun.
All right, we'll jump over to Snøfrid. You are going to look for this antique coin shop. And it doesn't take
antiques or coins or, anybody who deals with old stuff.
Yeah. I'll say you find a coin shop.
Oh.
There are a lot of people in just the world in general who are very interested in old stuff. That's what tech is it's from this long before time. And you walk into the store, the bell rings, and behind the counter is this almost a relic himself, this old turtle. And he kind of looks up as you enter. He has an array and a display of different coins in front of him, and there are some coins on the shelves against the walls, as well as some small pieces of tech. And you walk in, and he says, "Oh, hello.
Hi.
What can I do for you?"
Well, I'm not from here, and this is a very big city, and I was hoping that perhaps you could, at least tell me a little bit about, but preferably, remunerate me. And I take out my coin purse and I set aside, about 120 coins from the old cave that were all the different eras of time.
Oh, yeah.
And I say, we've had these for a while and haven't really been in a city that seemed large enough to bother with, but being the capital, I thought maybe there would be some value in this old coinage. None of my friends or I are historians particularly, but we believe they come from a few different eras within the last 300 years or so.
He takes a look at the coins that you've kind of placed on the countertop, pulls out this small eyeglass a jeweler's glass almost, and puts it up to his eye as he looks over these coins and says, "Yes, some of these seem approximately 300 years old. Though this one here seems almost as if it could have been from Spear around that time, which is quite odd. Where did you find it?"
Old cave in the woods.
Interesting. Now this piece, and he pulls up a specific piece, and this one seems almost, and he places down the jeweler's glass and kind of walks slowly to this small section that he has behind the counter.
I'm just imagining him like slowly plodding around the counter, and Snøfrid is just there the whole time with the same smile on her face. She's just like very patiently like,
yeah. And he goes into this drawer and pulls out this lockbox, and slowly fidgeting with the combination, unlocks it and pulls out what appears to be a very similar coin. These two have an insignia on them. So on one side of the coin is what appears to be a skull, and on the other side it is a fully formed face. It is a woman face, not incredibly detailed as it's pressed into metal, but she has soft features and long hair that kind of flows over her side. He says, "Yes, these seem to be the same. I got this one almost 150 years ago myself, but it is much older. If I were to guess, these two coins are from way back when the technology was new, when it was young. These coins, I believe, are from the old times before the cataclysm.
Whoa.
It is worth
that is
quite a pretty penny."
Yow. I mean, is that something that you could remunerate us for, or is that sort of like a find a private buyer kind of deal.
If you were to find a private buyer, then I would guess that you would make a little bit more than if I were to purchase it from you. But for all of these coins here, and how many did you have total?
I believe we have 125 remaining.
125.
Well, I don't know that it was all like 125
gold worth.
It's 125 gold worth of coins, yeah, in standard denomination.
Right. For the lot, I could give you 5,000 gold, and then for this one, and he holds up the one from almost 1,000 years ago, and he says, "This one I will give you. I don't have it all on me, but I could give you an additional 5,000."
Oh my god!
For one?
Snøfrid blue screens a little bit. It's like, I thought you were going to say like 500.
I just have to say, I'm like flashing back to the time where we were shaving some of them down for like gold.
That's why I wanted to do this immediately, and there wasn't a chance.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, believe me, I'm in it. Every time, as soon as when we did that the first time, I was like, this is gonna hurt one day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. That's very interesting. Thank you for that very generous offer. Why don't I'll hold on to this one, the special one, but I will happily make the rest of the deal with you. And I just want, I'm pretty good to make this other deal with you as well, but if you don't have the money on you, and I also should probably check with the other people who I found it with just in case, and like, that's kind of a lot of information you just threw at me, and that's pretty important, and like, just starts rambling, like.
And he just slowly is nodding the whole time you're rambling.
Yeah.
Fast and slow, together.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Oslo.
Oslo,
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh, Keen. That's nice.
Ooh, good name.
Well, Mr. Keen, thank you so much. Yeah, I give him all the coins except the special one, and I'll take that deal. And I say, I'll be back, possibly later today, maybe tomorrow. And thank you so much. And a secondary question: is there anywhere in this town that deals in the trade of magical items?
It depends on what you're looking for. You said you were from out of town. We don't have any magical weaponry or anything of that sort, at least not officially.
Oh.
Magical items in terms of potions and possibly even some wondrous items. Yes, there are a few shops nearby.
Okay, cool. I'll just get some directions from him, and I'll if he'll give me the money for it, I'll take the 5,000 for all those other coins.
Yep.
And I'll rejoin with the group at everyone's leisure.
All right.
I think this has been a really great day for our geriatric party. I mean, we had lunch at our favorite diner. We got our antique coin collection appraised. And now we're shouting ramblings at a crowd. I mean, this is beautiful.
Yes.
It's all you want at a retirement.
If I could add just one thing that I guess was happening. I think Artemis went with Snøfrid in like the same direction, but maybe didn't go inside.
Sure.
I'm curious if I could ask Moop to go listening for people talking about this dragon situation. Is that something that I can ask?
Yeah, Moop just kind of bobs up and down and flies off, hovers off.
Just listen, if you hear someone, remember them and come tell me if you find anything.
Merp.
Perfect. Okay.
And Moop
that's all
goes
I have.
off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leo, do you have anything you're doing?
Not right now. I'm gonna guess Leo's really just hanging back at the loosened buckle, just keeping an ear towards the bar area just to see if there's any kind of chatter going along.
Yeah, so there's definitely chatter going along. It's just nothing about this mechanical dragon.
Well, besides the mechanical dragon, then anything of particular note?
So,
anything interesting?
Yes, I will say that a couple of smiths make their way in. They go and sit at the bar for a little while, and you overhear their conversation, and they're mostly talking about how after the decree of getting rid of all weapons in Taloria kind of went out, their work has kind of decreased, and the noble that they work for is not happy about it. They mention a name. The name that they give you is Peckadiddle Pepperpod.
Peckadiddle Pepperpod?
That's awesome.
Peckadiddle Pepperpod.
Oh, Pepperpod.
Pepperpod. Love a pod.
Gotcha.
Good old
So great.
Pepperpod.
A name the party would grow to fear.
The main villain. This is chaos, actually.
God.
Yep, Peckadiddle Pepperpod. Chaos. You heard it here first.
Heard it here.
The avatar of chaos, Peckadiddle Pepperpod.
Hey, sorry to bit on you guys, but have you thought about taking your sails to the road? I mean, this is really the only city that's doing this right now. You might as well go around this, words of warning and get some kind of money out of it.
For now, but problem being, we'd have to move our families, and that's going to take time and money. And, well, Lord Pepperpod won't be too pleased with us if we try and skip town to work elsewhere. He does continue to want us here.
That's fair. And, I mean, actually, never mind. I'll drop it. You gentlemen have a fine night.
You as well.
And I guess I'll head out and try to find the other party members.
All right. Renald, is there anything that you wanted to do during this time?
I think Renald was kind of just waiting outside of the coin shop, and then as Snøfrid leaves, he kind of like catches up and in stride with them, and it's just, he wasn't listening in or anything like that, but he knew also, like, not to eavesdrop. He's basically just tagging along with this eclectic group of people. Just sort of looks up at you. He's a halfling, so you are way bigger than he is, and he just goes, "How did it go? Any luck?"
I think Renald would probably... Snøfrid has a lot of metal, is a very jingly person, and I think Renald would probably be the first to recognize the significant additional jingle on her person as she's trotting out of the shop.
He's not the most perceptive person. He has
It's a big sack of money, though.
Yeah, but Renald has a 5 in wisdom.
Okay, you know what? Fair.
I've never seen a centaur that wore spurs for themselves. I don't understand.
Yeah, so Renald genuinely
tink.
doesn't notice, and is just like, "So how did it go?"
I have more money than I have ever seen in my life.
Whoa, a beautiful thing, is it not?
Yow. I once we catch up with everyone, I look to Artemis and I'm like, we made a horrible mistake.
What?
I mean, it was good. It was good at the time. It was still a good idea, but we lost. We lost like. Quick math. Hold on.
Where's the abacus when you need it?
I pull out my abacus.
Renald pulls out his abacus, does it flawlessly.
We lost like 40% of that investment when we turned all those gold coins into shavings.
So wasn't it me that said that we maybe shouldn't be shaving the gold coins down?
That's very possible.
Check the tapes.
But
It was.
I mean, I do think
Get in the comments.
I do think it's still a good thing what we did, but it looks bad now in hindsight. Anyway,
Yeah.
I open the bag of gold and it's this huge, massively heavy sack.
Oh, gosh.
So I got this for what was left, though. He also told me that this other special coin was worth as much just by itself, but it's from a long, long time ago, and I think maybe we should hang on to it just in case, because it seems like keeps coming up over and over again. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not magical, but I'm thinking maybe it's one of those things where like there's like a dungeon and you put the coin in the slot and it recognizes you as like an old-timey person, like in that tapestry I saw.
So then maybe we should look out for more of them?
We should. Well, he has one. Maybe we could buy it off him for this money. But yeah, I mean, I would like to. I am inclined to sell it. I feel like it's not that important to us. Just kind of the knowledge is what counts. But it seemed like a lot of money riding on that decision, so I wanted to run it by everyone first.
That's fair.
At that point, Moop flies back over to you, Artemis, and kind of
Moop.
grabs onto like the tuft of your shoulder, whatever garment you're wearing there, and starts trying to tug you along.
Oh, okay. So I told Moop to go look for people talking about the dragon, and I guess they found something.
So Moop leads you all through the crowd of the city, and eventually you get to this, what is now essentially a clearing, where you see Barnabus up on a soapbox screaming about the dragon.
And it bursts from a brimstone hearth of the volcano! And it screams! I'll never forget the screams!
I pat Moop on the head and I say,
screams.
I like sigh. I sigh. I'm like, very good.
That's so funny.
So you all go over to Barnabus, and as you kind of stand there for a second, maybe trying to calm Barnabus down a little bit, a woman kind of makes her way towards that clearing that you have created, Barnabus.
Uh-oh.
She is this... Sorry, let me pull up my notes for her.
It's Themis, Dogpiler.
Oh no!
Stab, my knife.
She is this high elf dressed in robes reminiscent of autumn leaves with long silver hair and piercing blue eyes. And she walks up to you, Barnabas, and just calmly says, "Follow me." And that's where we'll end the session.
What?
Oh, halo. Oh, wait.
Is
Is this our first elf of the campaign?
It might be.
I don't trust them.
We've seen
Maybe
mostly
Eladrin.
gnomes and halflings at this point. I don't think we've seen an elf yet.
like a regular elf. Yeah.
We have
You've
seen an elf.
You've seen an Eladrin.
There was an elf at the Duke's castle.
Guys,
having dinner.
Hesk was an elf. What do you guys think Hesk was? My powerful elven jaws.
All right, everybody. Does anyone have anything they'd like to plug?
You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Majora'sRose. I stream and stuff, and we have fun. So come join us. Yay.
Nice.
Check out, if you go to tintenseher.itch.io, you can check out Elsewhere Express, the train hopping, spirit talking, conversational mood game inspired by that train scene from Spirited Away. It's got full professional voice acting and a lovely little set of characters to chat with and a beautiful oceanic journey to watch through the window. Please check it out. I believe you should be able to leave comments and ratings now that the jam is over, so give us some 5 stars. It would really help us out. Thank you.
If you want to see me in anything else, I am playing in another D&D stream on Twitch on Clickety Clackety RTA, where we're playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. If you want to hear my dulcet tones even more and you live in the New York area, you can head to Central Park at the Swedish Cottage Marionette Theater and hear me as the father of Daisy in the hit marionette musical Wake Up Daisy.
Yay!
So go support them because that was a lot of fun to work on.
Are you the one who tells Daisy to wake up as her father?
At one point, towards the end, when she falls asleep.
Ooh,
Hey, spoilers! Come on! I haven't seen it yet. I haven't gotten out there.
Come on.
Wow.
You're like the closest one of us, Andrew. other than
You know
me.
what? Touche. You got me there.
If you like this podcast, thank you. I like you too. We should get together sometime.
I like you more.
We should hang out.
We should hang
You
out.
want to hang out?
You want to hang
Not
out
too
with me?
forward? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
just a review first.
I
Play some
misstepped.
skee-ball.
Oh my gosh. Go to like an arcade. Do you like pinball?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Will you leave me a review? Yes. Even more yes?
JK, unless.
Definitely.
Definitely.
You can also message us on Facebook, Instagram, and email at rpgestures@gmail.com. And feel free to suggest other role-playing games that we should try out, because that's kind of one of the purposes of this. So if you have a game that you really enjoy that, isn't in podcast form because it's either newer or just not well known, we'll check it out and maybe we'll play it on the show. And you can hear the fun game being played on a show.
Woo!
Yeah, or if you just wanted like a buddy,
Yeah.
You want to just like hang out? Get your own dice. Play at the table. Pretend like we just don't listen to you.
Play along at home.
Right. We don't listen
Pretend
to
you're
play along at
Sky.
home.
Oh my god.
We'll leave pauses in for the play.
You can interrupt Casey at home with your own stupid puns.
I actually love this idea. Just every time Casey, you just go, yeah, that fail. That doesn't succeed.
Make it next day. Okay, you're good. You're good.
You got to listen to the whole episode though, because at some point you're gonna crit succeed, and it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's
That
gonna be
is
wild.
true.
The amount of effects we're gonna put in there. Don't. Oh,
Twitch plays
A lot
D&D.
of air horns. You're gonna want to turn the volume down.
Oh, no.
Speaking of air horns, goodbye!